Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. This is a news video just to say that Series 15 has officially been confirmed to start filming today via the official Doctor Who social medias. I also want to talk briefly about the new Empire segment released in conjunction with the Doctor Who 60th anniversary. They're doing a whole segment on it. And also, before we get into that, I just want to say a quick thank you to everyone who said hello when I was at Cardiff Comic Con over the weekend. I had an absolutely wonderful time and it was lovely to meet you all. But before we get into it, if you could do me a teeny little favour and click that subscribe button, it'd be very much appreciated. We are trying to just get as many subscribers as possible before the 60th, so if you're new and you enjoy Doctor Who news, feel free to subscribe. I'm on it as best as I can be, but let's just get right into this. So yes, this is the leading news story. Tardis at the ready. Filming starts today on Ncuti Gatwa's second series as the Doctor, and it has the Doctor Who prop store in Cardiff, and they're unveiling the TARDIS once again as filming begins, and there's like a dematerialization, as well as Ncuti Gatwa's brand new theme, as in the 15th Doctor's theme, in the background. And it says, at the end, filming starts today. Also interesting that the colour scheme for filming starts today there is purple, whereas a lot of the earlier Ncuti Gatwa promotion is in blue. Very minor thing, I know, but I just thought that was worth noting. Perhaps it could like sort of indicate maybe Ncuti Gatwa's colour scheme is more purple, and obviously with David it's very much blue, and obviously the logo is very blue. I mean, that also is kind of reflected in the profile picture, but I guess I'm just rambling on. But it's really cool, and I think I've said this before, to have it officially confirmed before the 60th even airs that Series 15 will be filming. That's huge. I have so missed Doctor Who being a consistent presence every year, and finally we are getting that back. The fact that they are so on top of it excites me hugely. The idea of yearly Doctor Who, I've said a couple of times, is one of the best things I think Russell T Davies has announced. Obviously, there's been a ton of things that I love that he's announced, but consistent yearly quality Doctor Who, okay, it's shorter series-wise, you know, it's 9 episodes, but for one thing, most shows these days tend to be around 6 to 9 episodes anyway, due to the new streaming format. But also, if that's what it takes to get Doctor Who yearly and consistently, I'll take it. Not even mentioning the spin-offs that are likely to come. We know Doctor Who Unleashed is coming. I don't think it'll be long before more is confirmed along that vein. Time will tell, of course, but I'm incredibly excited and just happy to see Doctor Who in a secure place again. That means a ton. This could also mean that we'll probably start seeing set images for Series 15 imminently, so be sure to check those out when they come along. But we also had this. David Tennant's Doctor Who return is unlike any episode ever, he says. The specials are Russell off the leash. And we got this new image of David Tennant looking around what we believe to be Beep the Beep ship, given all the controls are lowered down and stuff like that, as well as that energy source that we saw in a recent Who Spy image. I haven't been covering all the Who Spy images because, frankly, there's been so many of them, and obviously, until we know further context, there's not really much to talk about with them individually, unless there's something like, oh, potential TARDIS and stuff like that. But anyway, fire up the TARDIS. It's almost time to return to the wibbly-wobbly world of timey-wimey adventures. That was a mouthful. As the Doctor Who 60th anniversary special draws closer, everyone's favourite Gallifreyan will be bounding back onto our screens in November. And with previous showrunner Russell T Davies back, plus previous stars Catherine Tate, David Tennant, and a brand new streaming home in the form of Disney+, the 3 upcoming special episodes promise an exciting mix of new and old Who. It's like getting the band back together for one last hurrah, star David Tennant tells Empire exclusively, for our brand new Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom issue. Audiences will remember that Tennant's Doctor and Tate's Donna parted ways after he was forced to wipe her memories of him, in order to save her life. These new specials find Donna having a kind of sense of memory of her time with the Doctor, talking to her mum about feeling like something is missing. She and daughter Rose, Heartstopper's Yasmin Finney, are soon pulled into a new escapade with the Doctor, instigated by the presence of a fluffy little alien known as the Meep, voiced by Miriam Margolyes, in their shed. Davies took inspiration from the storyline The Star Beast, a Doctor Who comic strip from 1980. I needed to bring Donna back into the story, Davies explains to Empire, which meant setting it in London, which meant something alien landing on top of London. And I automatically thought of The Star Beast as the best way to tell that story. And what a story it promises to be. The setup of these episodes was shocking enough. In the season finale last year, Jodie Whittaker's 13th Doctor regenerated into David Tennant, which incidentally, that episode is a year old today. rather than the expected new Doctor sex education shooting outward. But just because Tennant's face is familiar, says Tenant, doesn't mean that this is going to be the same Doctor that he played before. That was the first piece of mischief that Russell created, says Tenant. That I was going to be Doctor number 14 rather than Doctor number 10. You'll just have to wait and see why the 14th Doctor is so much like the 10th, and it sounds like that sense of mischief and experimentation is threaded through the entire series of anniversary specials. I was surprised, admits Tenant, when I first saw what the script was based on. Then I read the second script, for Wild Blue Yonder, which is unlike any Doctor Who episode ever. These new specials are Russell off the leash. Consider us very excited. And yeah, you can read the full Doctor Who segment in the Empire magazine, which is very, very cool, and I will be picking up a copy of Empire magazine to get this whole segment. So yeah, there's a couple of interesting things to note there. Something that immediately stuck out to me was this idea of Russell off the leash, and this idea that Wild Blue Yonder, this mysterious episode that we still know basically nothing about, it's unlike anything we've seen before. I'm wondering if it's going to be something really like psychedelic and weird, judging by the trailers. And I also found it interesting hearing them say that Donna does have a bit of memory of her time with the Doctor, but it's kind of stored away. I thought that was very interesting. And also the idea of obviously him playing the 14th Doctor, not the 10th Doctor. Once again confirming that these are different incarnations, and whilst they're similar, there's going to be a reason for them to be similar, as well as, I would imagine, distinct differences as a result of the years and years following the 10th Doctor. I didn't mean to do a Russell T Davies years and years pun there, but there you go. I also think the Star Beast is a very natural fit to reintroduce the Doctor universe, and clearly Russell felt the same way in adapting it. It's very much a story that's quite small scale and focuses on character, which I think really makes sense for a reintroduction to the Noble family. It's a very fun family adventure, which I think fits perfectly. But those are the two things I wanted to talk about today. If you did enjoy this video, be sure to give it a like. Comment down below your thoughts on anything we discussed. I'm just looking forward now to these anniversary specials. I'd just like to know when they're coming out, ideally. That's what I want to know now. You know, I feel like we've had long enough. You can tell us when they're coming out. But anyway, like the video if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you later.